Hello, friends. Nowadays, the GST department is issuing a notice and disallowing the claim of the ITC on the ground that your purchases are bogus or you have purchased the goods from the tax person whose registration has been cancelled with retrospective effect. Law casts the duty on the buying taxpayer under section 16(2) small c that he has to ensure that he has received a tax invoice, he has received the supply of the goods, he has filed the returns, and the taxpayer from whom goods were purchased has also filed the returns, and he has paid the tax also. But for the previous years, it is noticed that many companies are getting notice from the department that seller is not available, seller is bogus, the seller registration has been cancelled with retrospective effect, the seller has not deposited the tax, and the buyer is required to reverse his ITC. It is unnecessary burden on the buyer because the activities of the seller are not under the control of the buyers. And under law, you cannot compel the person to do impossible things because seller, whether he deposits the tax, he doesn't deposit the tax, it is not under the control of the buyer. It is the case of the Bombay High Court in Indian Seamless Steel and Alloys Private Limited, which is held that law cannot compel a person to do impossible. And similarly, in the case of Cochin State Power and Lights versus State of Kerala and Supreme Court, that also held that impossible duty cannot be cast on the person. In the similar manner, other case law is also there, and where the registration of the tax person has been cancelled retrospectively. In the case of Sanchita Kundu versus Assistant Commissioner of State, South Bengal, it also held in this case that input tax credit was denied of the petitioner on the purchases of the goods in question from the supplier and asking the petitioner to pay the penalty and interest under the relevant provision of the Act. Now, in this case also, the Honorable Court of Calcutta High Court has held that no input tax credit cannot be denied on genuine transaction with suppliers whose registration was cancelled after the transaction. Honorable Delhi High Court also held in one other case that registration of the tax persons cannot be cancelled with retrospective effect. Maximum department can cancel the registration after the date from where they have filed all the returns. Till date, the tax person was working and filing its returns. Till that date, you cannot cancel the registration with retrospective effect. After that date, you can do it. The Honorable Delhi High Court held. In the case of LGW Industry Limited versus Union of India, another Calcutta High Court, sitting disallowance of input tax credit on the ground that purchases made by the petitioner are from non-existing suppliers and the bank accounts opened by those suppliers are on the basis of fake documents and that the petitioners have not verified the genuineness and identity of the supplier before entering into transaction with them. How is it possible for the buyer to find out the credentiality of the supplier? Maximum buyer can take a precaution that he can check whether the supplier is a registered person, whether he has a valid GST registration, and that registration is valid at the time of the transaction, and he has issued a tax invoice, and he has also filed its GST returns, and their supplies is also reflected on the portal. Beyond that, what kind of duty the department expected to fulfill by the buyer? Again, I repeat that seller's activities are not under the control of the buyer. Buyer will do his business or he will run after the seller. ये आजकल इतने नोटिस आने लगे हैं कि वो कहते हैं सब वो बोकस है, बंदा नहीं मिलता है, उसने टैक्स जमा नहीं किया है। अरे भाई ऐसा है, when you have given a registration to a person, you must have verified genuineness. Or how you can, after allowing a registration to the person, can say that is a bogus, whether a department is issuing a registration to the bogus dealer? It is highly undesirable. In Cargo Traders versus Joint Commissioner Commercial Tax, in Calcutta High Court, denial of ITC on the allegation of ITC fraud or fake and non-existing suppliers. ITC were denied on the ground that suppliers were fake and non-existing, and bank accounts were opened by the supplier on the basis of the fake documents. In this case also, the Honorable Calcutta High Court held the ITC cannot be denied. Another case is Dangshan Electric India Private Limited of Madras High Court. In this case also, the reversal of ITC which the department has said it was challenged, and in some of the cases, the effective date of cancellation of the registration certificate precedes the date of the invoice, when in other case the effective date follows the date of the invoice. The petitioner's transaction cannot be impacted by the subsequent cancellation of the registration. ये बिल्कुल ठीक है, क्योंकि जो buyer है, maximum he can see at the time of buying the goods, that goods has been delivered to him, tax invoice has been issued, and he has made the payment to the supplier, and supplier registration is effective. Supplier is filing the returns and buyer is also filing the returns, and all these transactions are reflected on the government side. Beyond that is nothing. इसलिए ये विद दिस वीडियो मैं आपको ये बताना चाहता हूँ कि इस तरह के इनपुट जो डिसअलाउंस है इज नॉट मेंटेनेबल अंडर द लॉ. देयर आर वेरियस जजमेंट्स. ये क्विस्ट मर्चेंटाइज इंडिया प्राइवेट लिमिटेड की दिल्ली हाई कोर्ट की है, राइज इंडिया लिमिटेड गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया गवर्नमेंट ऑफ एनसीटी ऑफ दिल्ली अगेन दिल्ली हाई कोर्ट है, एंड DY ब्रीथल एंटरप्राइजेस के केस में हाई कोर्ट ऑफ मद्रास ने भी हेल्ड किया हुआ है. तो my submission is that ITC cannot be denied to the genuine buyers because the activities of the sellers are not under the control of the buyers, and buyer cannot run after the seller. Department has all provision of the law to catch hold of the seller, and department must take action against the seller before taking any action against the buyer. Thank you very much.